This Side of Paradise is a vivid and exciting painting show showcasing the brightest and best of Europe's painters working today. This Side of Paradise comes from the title of F. Scott Fitzgerald's first novel. He took the title from a line in a poem, Tiare Tahiti, by Rupert Brooke. The poem was written in 1914, and I just thought 100 years on since the beginning of the First World War, it would be really interesting to do an exhibition that marked this devastating effect that changed the course of history. The opportunity to curate an exhibition at S2 is a really wonderful one. It's a new model. The S2 is providing a beautiful venue and context to exhibit exciting, interesting artists. All of the artists in the show, all European painters, contemporary painters, and they're all figurative painters. But really, in terms of their subject matter, all of them have a very strong awareness, I think, of what it means to be European and actually the legacy of having lived through. All of them grew up in the Cold War. So I think artists are painting with, if you like, an awareness of the history of Europe. We have artists from the so-called Cluj school of painting, such as MARIUS BERCEA, Mitja Suchu and Shaban Savu, and some very promising and active painters from the UK, including Caroline Walker and Justin Mortimer. The work is very contemporary, very vivid, and certainly not anachronistic. However, there are elements in the work which definitely point to the traditions that we can see that follow through in the 20th century. So if we look at, for example, the German painter Michael KUNZE, we can see that really he's harking back in his work to the influences of what he calls the shadow line of modernism, artists such as Baltus and De Chirico. And we find these strongly classical elements. If you come to this exhibition, I think what you will find are some of the strongest painters that are working today in Europe.